The 2027 Season Pass for Knott's Berry Farm and Six Flags Parks have just released. And if you go on the website, it says lowest price this year next. But if these are the lowest prices, then I'm kind of scared. In this video, I'll be covering all the details about the new Season Passes. And this video will be just like my last year's video where I cover all the Season Pass tiers, add-ons, and give my thoughts and recommendations. So let's dive right into it. So just like every year, we have the 3 Season Pass tiers, the purple, the gold, the prestige, and I'm just going to go in order, starting with the purple. This pass only costs $99. So what does this tier Season Pass give you? Well, first of all, it gives you unlimited access to Knott's Berry Farm, starting from the day you buy the pass through the end of 2027. It also includes a bring a friend discount ticket option, a 10% food and merch discount, access to Knott's Spooky Farm and Merry Farm, perks and play, which are essentially just extra discounts and coupons that are on the Six Flags app, hotel discounts, and the Bring a Friend renewal bonus, which is if you renew the season pass before September 7th, you get a free Bring a Friend ticket. And next up, you have the Gold Pass, which will run you $129. But if you're renewing, you get the $10 discount, so it'll come down to just $119. And essentially with this pass, you get all the same benefits that I just mentioned for the Purple Pass, but you also get admission to all the West Coast theme parks in the Six Flags chain. And I'll go ahead and list out all those parks. That's going to be Knott's Berry Farm, of course. Then you get Knott's Oak City. Then you get Magic Mountain and Hurricane Harbor. And in North California, you get California's Great America and Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And in Mexico, you get Six Flags Mexico. And in Arizona, you get Hurricane Harbor as well. So all those parks I just listed are come included with the Gold Pass. I mean, for only an extra $30, you get access to Magic Mountain. So I mean, I think that's a fairly good deal. But I'll save more of my thoughts for later. Now, the Gold Plan doesn't include parking for Knott's Berry Farm, but it does include parking for any of the other parks within the western region. So Magic Mountain, California's Great America, Discovery Kingdom, you get parking there for free. The only reason you don't get free parking in Knott's Berry Farm is because Knott's Berry Farm is just an expensive park and they just charge extra for us here. Now, lastly, we have the Prestige Pass. This is the pass I hold right now for the 2026 year. And ooh, they raised the price. It is now going to be $329, but since we're renewing, it'll just start at $319. So the Prestige Pass gives you all the perks that I've already mentioned for the Purple Pass and the Gold Pass. And the first new perk for the Season Pass is going to be free parking, but this time you only get general parking. Now last year, and I guess for this year, 2026, the Prestige Pass included Prestige parking. I did notice that in my last video when I went recently, they raised the price of Prestige parking to $60. And I guess it just looks like they don't want people getting free access to that lot anymore. They want people to pay the full $60, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, that lot is literally like the same distance as the general lot to Knott's Berry Farm. So it's not really an issue, I think. The Prestige Pass grants you 2 free Bring a Friend tickets each year, along with access to all Six Flags Park in the chain, which is great. So you could go to, I don't know, Cedar Point or King's Dominion or Carowinds or whatever, and you'll be able to use your Knott's Berry Farm pass if you fly over there, or if you're crazy, you drive over there. Now, the most interesting new feature for this plan is the fact that you get free drinks. You essentially are given the paper cup plan for free, so you don't have to buy the add-on if that's an add-on you're planning on buying, which makes it a very interesting added value for sure. And we also have an upgraded food and merch discount of 15%. And of course, we have the free single-use fast lane each visit. You gotta love that. And here's another nerf that we have to the pass. The VIP entrance, which used to be every day, is now only going to be Saturdays and Sundays, which is pretty lame. I don't know. I guess it's understandable that they only want to do it during peak time, but only Saturdays and Sundays. I mean, for some of the summer weekdays, that'll be kind of annoying that you have to wait in line with the rest of the people. The VIP entrance has certainly saved me a huge amount of time during busy days, so it's kind of unfortunate that it's moving to Saturdays and Sundays only. The Prestige Pass also gives you access to the VIP area, and if you're not familiar with the VIP area, it's just basically like a little lounge that's air conditioned. You can get free snacks, cookies, chips, and they have a drink machine there, so if you have the drink plan, you can get a drink refill there. It also says you get exclusive perks for perks in play, and if you're renewing this Prestige Pass, you get a $20 in-park credit if you renew by the 7th of September. So I guess you could consider that like $20 discount, maybe? Next up, I'm going to touch on the memberships. I'm not really going to do a deep dive into them because they're like 99% the same as the Season Pass, except it's a monthly fee instead of paying up on front. My issue with the membership is that you have to pay it monthly, and if you do the math, the monthly fee adds up to more than what you would pay for the season pass. And not only that, you have to pay a $30 or $40 initiation fee. But otherwise, all the perks are the same. So if you really need to split the payments, you can't pay it all at once, then I guess get the membership. But in my opinion, it's just it's just better value to save up the money and buy the season pass when you're able to. But otherwise, all the perks are the same for the membership, so that's an option if that's something that interests you. And before we continue on, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you found it enjoyable so far, and follow me on Instagram. Thank you. Next up, I'm going to cover some add-ons, and this is where some of the biggest changes have been made for this year. We have all new season dining plans, and they are pretty crazy. We get 3 whole tiers of dining options, and I'm just going to explain them. So the 3 tiers are all season dining access, all season dining plus, and all season dining unlimited. For all season dining access, that one will run you $139. This tier of meal plan grants 20 meals at your home park through the end of 2027. So it's not unlimited. You only get 20 meals, and it starts from the time you buy the pass. So if you buy the pass today, you have until the end of 2027 to redeem those 20 meals. And not only that, they changed the time frame in which you could use your meal plan. For the 2026 meal plans, it was just 4 hours between meals, and you only got to use 2 meals per day. And with these new plans, you get to use them as many times as you want per day, every 2 hours. So if you want to go through 5 meals in one day, that's up to you. But remember, you only have 20 meals, not per year, but through the end of 2027. And not only that, you can only use this meal plan at your home park. So if you get this plan at Knott's Berry Farm and you want to go to Magic Mountain, you're gonna have to pay for food there. You cannot use this tier of food plan to get food over there. If 20 meals won't be enough for you through the end of 2027, you can consider the all season dining plus plan. That brings up the amount of meals to 30 through the end of 2027. For only $179, so another $40, you get 10 extra meals. This plan also has the same restriction of only being able to be used at your home park, but again, also has the new time frame of 2 hours between each meal. Most importantly, the All Season Dining Plus plan brings a new double your discounts to all eligible food and beverage items in the park, which is pretty interesting. So depending on what tier season pass you have, if you have the purple or gold pass, you start out with a 10% discount, but if you get this plan, you double that to 20%. And you have the prestige pass, you double that 15% from prestige to 30%. Now, if you notice here, it says up to 45% for prestige. And I was wondering what that meant, since obviously 15 times 2 is not 45. I saw someone on Reddit say that they think it has to do with the pass perks. And essentially, if you go into your wallet on the Six Flags app, you'll see you'll have some like random discounts, and there is a 15% off food discount. So I'm not too sure how often they'll be giving those out. As you see in my screenshot here, they expire at the end of August. So I'm not sure if they're going to be routinely giving these out every single month. But when they do give them out, you could get technically up to 45% off a meal item. And it does look like it's only one-time use. So I guess that's cool, but not like something to be like super advertising up to 45%. I don't know. A little sneaky there. Now, lastly, we have the crazy plan, the all season dining unlimited. And as it says in the title of the plan, it is unlimited. They say ultimate freedom. For $500, you can have ultimate freedom. Unlimited meals every 2 hours at all Six Flags Park. That is crazy. I don't think I'll be getting this pass, but if you have $500 to spare and you go to Knott's Berry Farm like multiple times a week, I think this is the pass for you. And there's no unlimited Knott's only food tier option. So if you need unlimited meals, you're gonna have to shell out those $500, unfortunately. Now the drink plans, they follow the same idea as last year. As of right now, they're only offering the paper cup plans. If you want just a basic soda plan, $35. Get a soda every 15 minutes, as many as you want. If you want to also get ices and hot cocos, that's gonna be $55. But remember, the Prestige Pass comes with the $35 paper drink plan. So if you have the Prestige Pass, you don't have to worry about this. But if you want to upgrade to the Drink Plans Plus, that is actually still an option when you add the pass to the cart. I'll show on screen here, this little message pops up when you add the pass. $15, you can upgrade to the Drink Plan Plus, which is good that they don't make you buy the whole $55 plan from nothing. Next up, I'd like to mention the All Season Fastlane Ultimate. Now this one is really interesting because the price remains the same, but depending on which season pass you hold, you could get access to Fastlane in almost every single park in the Six Flags chain. So this year, all season Fastlane Ultimate will run only $599, which is pretty absurd. Last year it was $1,000, so the fact that it's only $600 it's tempting me. But essentially what this add-on does is it gives you a Fastlane wristband every single time you go to the park. If you have the purple Knott's pass and you add on this to the pass, you only get access to these wristbands at Knott's Berry Farm. If you get the Gold Pass, you'll be given the wristband at any of the Gold Pass parks you have access to. So if you go to Magic Mountain, you'll get the fast lane there. And if you have Prestige Pass, you'll be able to get the fast lane on every single park you have access to, except Cedar Point, which I thought was crazy. Like, wow, why would you exclude Cedar Point? But I went on the Cedar Point website, and apparently their fast lane costs $2,000. So I guess it's fair that they don't want to offer, you know, us that for only 600. But having season fastlane is pretty crazy. It's definitely a steep investment. I'm not sure how worth it is, especially if you're able to go to Knott's a lot. It's not really going to be worth it in my opinion, because if you're going to Knott's a lot, you're probably going on like weekdays or dead days in general more often than not. There's also the 2027 all season fun picks. It's $59 if you like getting your on-ride photos for free. Boom. Because I'm pretty sure like a single photo is like what, 15-20 bucks. So I mean that pays itself off if you like the photos you get on the rides. And lastly, for add-ons I'll be talking about today is the parking add-on. Now, like I mentioned earlier, only the Prestige Pass gets you parking. So if you have a gold or purple pass, you're going to be paying parking every single time. And that's going to be costing you $30 if you go to the general lot and $60 at the preferred lot. Don't go to the preferred lot. It's not worth the extra 20 bucks. So instead of doing that, if you have the purple pass or the gold pass, you just get all season parking for $90. It's a good deal. Assuming you aren't like walking or biking or busing your way to Knott's Berry Farm, this is a good deal. It'll pay itself off in no time. Now that I've gone through all the options, I'm going to be giving my recommendations on what passes you'll get. And then afterwards, I'll explain what pass and add-ons I'll be getting. Now, I'm going to describe a few different kind of scenarios here. If you only care about going to Knott's Berry Farm, you're not going to be interested in going to Magic Mountain, California's Great America, Six Flags Mexico. You just want to go to Knott's Berry Farm. Just get the purple pass, $99. Add whichever meal plan you want. Add the parking plan, another $90. If you never want to go to Soak City, that's pretty simple, right? And if you're someone who wants to visit Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm, then getting the Gold Pass is probably a good option as well. Again, it's only $130. You get the Gold Plan, you can go to Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Good value, right? And you can pay an extra $90 for parking, but you already get the free parking at Magic Mountain and any of the other Gold Plan covered parks for us Western region people. Now, if the Prestige Pass be nearly $200 more than the Gold Pass, it's kind of a tougher pill to swallow than last year. It includes free parking at Knott's Berry Farm and the drink plan, which that alone is already $120 worth of value, which is a good start. But they took away the VIP entrance outside of weekends, but still offers the free fast lane every time you visit, along with access to all the Six Flags parks in the chain. So it really depends if you think you'll be able to get more use out of the Prestige Pass, if you really love the free fast lane every time you go, or you think you'll be visiting those other parks outside of the Western Six Flags region, then I'd say the Prestige Pass would be worth it. But if you're only going to be visiting Knott's Berry Farm, then you have to be going to Knott's Berry Farm a bit more to make it worth it. I think they just raised the price this year because last year was so cheap. They maybe just want less people to have the Prestige Pass. I don't know. As for the meal plan, I think the all-season dining unlimited is probably not going to be worth it for most people. Definitely not for me. I say that most people probably be perfectly fine with just the Access plan or the Plus plan. I like the Plus plan just because it gives you the extra food discount, but you really just have to think about how many times you're going to be visiting Knott's Berry Farm through the end of 2027. If you think you're going to be going there more than 10 times, be using at least 2 meals every time you go there, then you probably want to get more than just a 20 meal plan. And if you think you'll be using more than 30 meals through the end of 2027, that's where you kind of have to do some math, right? Again, you get to double your discount perk, so you have to do the math. Is whatever you're going to spend on food outside of the food plan going to cost more than paying for the unlimited dining plan? For example, if every meal costs $20, and I'm just ignoring the discount here. If every meal costs $20 and you already depleted your 30 meals from the all-season dining plus, then it would take about 16 meals to catch up to $500 worth of meals. If you think you'll be using more than 46 meals to the end of 2027, then maybe get the $500 meal option. And of course, if you already have the dining plan for the year of 2026, then you don't technically start eating away at these meals until the next year begins. So keep that in mind if you already have this year's plan. As for which pass I'll be getting, I think I'll be going with the Prestige Pass again. I just love the fast lanes, and the free parking makes it worth it. I really hope I have the opportunity this next year to actually go visit some of those other parks in the Six Flags chain. Would definitely let me get the most value out of the Prestige Pass. And I'll definitely be taking advantage of that $15 upgrade to the Drink Plan Plus. I love my hot chalky. As for the meal option I'll be picking, I'll go with the all-season dining plus. Last year when I made my video on all the meals I ate in 2025, I believe, I'm pretty sure I ate around like 30 meals. And that was when I was going like crazy to Knott's Berry Farm. I don't think I'll be going that much anymore, unfortunately, but I'll still be going a lot. And if I do manage to hit more than 30 meals, I'll just start paying out of pocket, I guess, with that upgraded discount. I think it'll still be worth it. There's almost zero chance I'll end up spending more money using this plan than the more expensive plan. I doubt it. And I'm really tempted to get the all season fast lane, guys. Like, $600. I know that's a lot, but it would make it super useful when I make my way out to Magic Mountain, just because I go there so rarely, and it would just be so nice just to be able to get a good amount of rides in every single time I go. And not only that, when I make my way up to North Cal and hit Discovery Kingdom and Great America again, hopefully again next year, that will also help out a lot. So I'll definitely keep that in mind, guys. Should I go for it? Let me know down below. And quickly, I just want to compare the prices from when I made my last year's video to this year. Now, the passes across the board are more expensive. The purple pass is $4 more expensive. No, not too crazy, but the gold pass is $9 more expensive, and the prestige pass is $84 more expensive than last year. For the drink plans, the basic paper cup plan is actually $2 cheaper, and the drink plans plus will actually run you an extra $1 compared to last year. The dining plan last year, if you went for the all parks dining, was $155, technically more expensive than this year's cheapest dining plan. So I guess if you aren't a heavy dining plan user, the new dining plan will be a better deal for you. But then they also have the higher tier options, so if you are a more heavy user, you will actually end up paying more. And remember, last year's was unlimited. Sure, 2 meals a day, but unlimited. You could come to Knott's every day if you wanted. With these new plan tiers, you have to use the $500 tier of food plan if you want Knott's to be your personal chef. And like I mentioned already, Fastlane is actually cheaper this year compared to last year. Even just for the Knott's only Fastlane last year, it was $625. This year it's $600. You actually get access to Fastlane at more parks, so pretty cool, I guess, if you're a Fastlane user. There's also new wording on the season pass pages saying that you must visit the park you purchased the pass from before you can visit other parks. So if you get the Knott's Prestige Pass and you want to go to Magic Mountain, it seems like you have to go to Knott's first before you can go to Magic Mountain. I assume they have this in place because Knott's and Six Flags have the most expensive season passes, and they don't want people coming from cheaper parks and using all the same plans without ever actually going to the cheaper park, so that makes sense. And I found this cool chart on Reddit, I'll link it down below, that someone made where they compared all the prices from this year and last year. And as you can see across the board, for the most part, prices actually increased. It appears that the worst hit park was Magic Mountain. I mean, last year they had the $175 Prestige, and this year all the prices, it seems, are pretty much the same as Knott's Berry Farm. So they really wanted to make sure that no matter what, if you're in the LA region, you have to get the expensive pass, unless you're willing to travel to a park further away to get the cheaper pass, then come back here. But yeah, it seems like people aren't really happy with the price increases online. I mean, that's pretty fair. Last year was pretty much a steal though, so I don't know why people would have expected them to keep the same dirt cheap prices. They definitely did increase the temperature, and I hope that this isn't something that continues to happen every year where they keep raising prices every single year. I hope they can at least pump the brakes a little bit, and next year they don't go as sharp as this year. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'll definitely be going to Knott's more often. I'll be recording more videos soon. I know I had just a little 6-month hiatus. But listen, I was busy with my new job, and I'm still busy with my new job, but I'll make it work now. So yeah, I hope everyone who watched this video all the way through, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys found it helpful. Leave a comment down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Join my Discord. Message me on Instagram if you want me to convince you to buy a Prestige Pass. I don't know. And I hope that every single one of you will have a great rest of your week. Monty out.